You probably already know that almost 3/4 of Earth's surface is covered by water. We learned this in school, but today we're going to focus on just one ocean, and you'll be amazed by how massive it is. Welcome back to Docutainment. The Earth is surrounded by one big ocean, but we've divided it into different parts for convenience. These oceans are called the Atlantic, Arctic, Indian, and Pacific. Today we're focusing on the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific is so huge that if you were to dig a hole from the ocean floor somewhere between Peru and Chile and keep digging straight through the Earth, you would pop out the other side in the Pacific Ocean near Vietnam and Taiwan. These opposite points on Earth are called antipodes. There are many such spots in the Pacific Ocean because it's just that big. To put it in perspective, Earth's circumference is 40,000 kilometers. That means an airplane would need to fly 40,000 kilometers to circle the Earth and land back at the same spot. In the Pacific Ocean, there are places that are about halfway around the Earth apart, roughly 20,000 kilometers. For example, the distance between Indonesia and Colombia is 20,000 kilometers, which is the longest stretch of the Pacific Ocean. And here's something surprising. You could fit an entire moon inside the Pacific Ocean. In fact, you could fit 5 moons and there would still be space left over. This shows just how massive the Pacific Ocean really is. It's so huge that from a ship, it's impossible to see the entire ocean. Our eyes can only see as far as the horizon, which is curved, so no matter how far we look, it seems like the sky and ocean touch. A person who is 6 feet tall can only see about 5 kilometers into the ocean. To see farther, you'd need to be higher up. Even if you were in an airplane flying at the height of Mount Everest, you would only be able to see about 370 kilometers of the Pacific. That's still just a tiny part of the ocean. Not even the International Space Station, which orbits Earth 400 kilometers above the surface, can see all of the Pacific Ocean. Let's take a look at it on Google Earth. If we zoom out from Bora Bora, a small island in the Pacific, we can see what a drone or a commercial airplane flying at 10 kilometers high would see. Zooming out further, we can see what the International Space Station would see. But even when we zoom out 10,000 times, we still can't see the whole ocean. At 63,000 kilometers away, we can see 95% of the Pacific Ocean, while land only takes up 5%. The Pacific Ocean covers an area of 165.2 million square kilometers, which is so big that it could fit all of North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, and Greenland inside it, and still have room left over for 8 countries like India. To put it into a planetary perspective, if we compare the Pacific Ocean to Mars, which has a total area of 148 million square kilometers, the entire surface of Mars would be submerged beneath the water of the Pacific Ocean by hundreds of feet. But the Pacific Ocean is not only big on the surface, it's also deep. The deepest point is the Challenger Deep Trench, which is 11 kilometers deep. And that's not the only deep spot. There are 3 other trenches in the Pacific that are more than 10 kilometers deep, including the Tonga Trench, the Philippine Trench, and the Kuril-Kamchatka Trench. Now, let's talk about some surprising facts about the Pacific Ocean. Over 500 years ago, a Portuguese explorer named Ferdinand Magellan sailed across the Pacific and called it Pacific, meaning peaceful sea. The Pacific Ocean is getting smaller every year because of tectonic plates moving under the sea. But the good news is, as the Pacific shrinks, the Atlantic Ocean is growing at the same rate. Most earthquakes and tsunamis happen in the Pacific Ocean because of the tectonic plates on the ocean floor. There are also more than 75,000 active volcanoes in the Pacific Ocean, with the largest one being the Havra Seamount near New Zealand. The Pacific Ocean is home to over 25,000 islands, and many of them are so remote that it would take a month or more to find them, even with tools like Google Earth. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something amazing about the Pacific Ocean. Don't forget to like and share this video. See you next time on Docutainment.